Who wants a small camping trailer that you can tow with virtually any small car, yet still gives you refuge on a rainy day and a comfy place to sleep during your camping trips? Hey folks, Staker from the Six here, coming to you from Saint Jerome, Quebec. I've driven hundreds of kilometers up here to show you some incredible lightweight trailers, and today we are looking at probably the lightest weight trailer that we've ever done at a whopping 765 pounds dry and with no options. And believe it or not, this little tiny trailer has a 10-gallon freshwater tank, a 10-gallon gray tank, a dinette. So I'm really excited to show you around the outside, then we'll take a look inside, and of course we'll look at our pros and cons. Let's get started. Let's start with exterior dimensions. This trailer is just 6 foot 4 inches tall, it's 12 foot 3 inches long, and the tongue weight is just 73 pounds. So yes, this is a garageable trailer that you can easily move around. Let's start on the utility side of the Suite Deluxe. And you can see we have our 30 amp plug here. We do have an outside storage door, and this one is locked, but I'll be able to show you on the other side. The storage compartment is a massive amount of storage under the couch bed. We do have our 30 amp plug. It's the kind that we like that is not a hole in the trailer so mice and bugs can't get in. We have a solar port, and then swinging around we have an optional outdoor shower on this particular unit. And you'll notice that even though it's such a tiny little trailer, we do have 4 stabilizers, 1 on each corner at the front and the rear. A very small bumper on the back, and coming around to the back below that bumper we have the dump for the 10-gallon gray tank that is on the Deluxe models. And so yes, even though this is less than 1,000 pounds, we still have 10 gallons of fresh and gray tank on this trailer. Coming around to the campsite, we see another stabilizer. Then we have the door, and let's just check. And yes, we do have a screen door, as you can see. And also, all the Prolites have this blue light that just lights up the step area. Very nice feature just for safety's sake. Nice mag wheels, alloy wheels on these trailers, which are standard. And we have a 120 volt outlet, and we have a 12 volt outlet, cigarette lighter style. Then we have the fill for the fresh water tank. This would be the low point drain for the fresh tank. And then here is the other storage door, and as you can see, we have a large storage area underneath. Also a very accessible water pump, which is nice. And you can see there's plenty of storage underneath the bed couch area. So we do have a pocket awning from Dometic, and that is actually standard on the Suite Deluxe. Nice feature on such a tiny camper. Now on the nose of this trailer we have a small manual tongue jack. Obviously we don't need a power tongue jack on such a tiny trailer. You could probably just lift it up manually if you had to. We do have a mount for a sway bar if you need it, which is kind of nice, so you really don't have to worry about sway. You'll notice that the spare tire is mounted underneath. We do have a breakaway brake cable as well, and we have our plug as well. Another nice feature that I should point out on the Suite Deluxe are these beautiful tempered glass windows. And yes, they're glass, they're not plastic, they're awning style, so the rain can't come in when they're open. You have 1 on each side of this little tiny trailer, so you're going to get fantastic ventilation along with the roof fan that's on the trailer. Very nice feature. They're also very easy to open and close, so loving these windows. Heading inside the Suite Deluxe, and you can see the lay of the land. We have a small counter along with some small cabinets. We have a corner sink so we can make use of that 10-gallon fresh water. Of course, remember that we also have an outdoor shower as well. And then we have our couch or futon that converts into a bed along with a small table. So you do have a place to escape in this tiny little trailer on a rainy day. Now, since the Suite is a tiny trailer, there isn't a lot to show, but let's take a look in a bit more detail anyway. At the front of the trailer is the couch, and it converts to a bed just by moving the backrest to form the foot of the bed. And there is the Suite converted into a bed. I just have the dinette just tucked underneath, and everything just fits perfectly. All right, we're back to the couch dinette setup. Heading underneath the dinette, on the right we have 120 volt plugs along with a carbon monoxide detector, and on the left is our USB plugs. We have an access door to the underbed storage as well. As you can see, there's plenty of mechanical under there, but still plenty of storage space. Heading to the rear of the trailer, the cabinets are very narrow, with really only one viable shelf due to the curved shape of the trailer. Still, it provides some space for canned goods or dry groceries. Our only other storage is under the microwave with a small but useful space. You can also service the optional outside shower in this cabinet. The microwave is optional and it's not a convection unit, but it's a feature that you don't often get in tiny trailers like this, so I love to see it available here. Looking up to the ceiling, we have a max air fan. Unfortunately, neither AC nor a furnace is optional on this unit, but if you have shore power, you can run an electric heater when it's cold. Before we talk pros and cons, let's hear a bit about Prolite.
Prolite was founded in the year 2000 here in Saint-Jérôme, Quebec. We're a Canadian company since our inception and remain proudly so. It was founded by Mr. Martin James in his very own garage. The very first Prolite came out of there. He had a vision basically of making some ultralight camping trailers. Problem at the time was there was really not very many options available for someone who wanted to go camping but didn't necessarily have access to a large towing vehicle like a pickup truck. So he decided to fill that hole. Prolite trailers have been made for 25 years. We're celebrating our 25th anniversary. Since then, we've basically been focusing on trying to make camping life, trailer life, as accessible as possible to anyone without the need for a big vehicle. They're designed to be light, economical, easy to use, basically keep you out of the elements, warm, dry, and happy for as long as you're out there camping. Really, the goal is basically to make Prolite and camping for everyone.
Big thanks to Chris and the Prolite team for hosting us, but let's get back to the Suite Deluxe and its price. As of April 2025, the MSRP is $19,250 plus $499 in prep fees in Canadian dollars. Or you can pick up the non-deluxe model with no plumbing and no cabinets for $17,495 plus $499 in prep fees, in which case the weight is only 630 pounds dry. Next up is pros and cons, and we'll start with pros. The first pro has to be towability. With a dry weight on the deluxe model of only 765 pounds and tongue weight of only 73 pounds, this trailer truly opens up RVing to virtually all campers no matter what they drive. My second pro is storage. You get a large pass-through that you can access from both inside and outside, which is rare in this type of trailer. Finally, my third pro is the interior design with a couch, inside sink, a convertible dinette bed, and even a bit of floor space with the bed set up. To me, this layout makes more sense than the typical bed-on-wheels teardrops, which often cover their entire floor with the mattress. My first two cons are also comparison points with traditional bed-on-wheels teardrops. First, there is no kitchen, inside or out, something that many small teardrops do offer. The Suite Deluxe also offers neither air conditioning nor a furnace, features that again, most small teardrops do offer, so the Suite is definitely better suited to temperate climates. My final con is shared with most small teardrops. I wish it had a built-in cassette toilet, but at least with this layout there is room to store a portable one. Altogether, this trailer is an intriguing option for campers who are looking to upgrade from a tent without replacing their car. RVing in this trailer will be rustic, with no climate control and with cooking done outside, but with the advantage of a comfy bed and a place to play cards on a rainy day. What do you think? Would it make the ideal first RV for someone? Let me know in the comments. If you'd like to see a Prolite with all the traditional RV luxuries, click the link on the screen. Thanks for watching and take care.